back to a new video. Today we will be doing the yearly updated photocard collection. I'm only doing this once a year just because my collection isn't changing much anymore. So I think that's more than enough for my collection at least. So yeah, I think we will get right into it, and I guess I will also talk about my collection goals for this year for all of my collections. I think I did that in my last photocard collection tour as well. And yeah, I think we will start with my smallest binders and then work my way up to my biggest collections. So first off, I have these two collect books. There's also not really changing a lot anymore. So let's zoom in a little bit. So this is my collect book for my changa cards that I decided to keep after I dropped her. There hasn't been added something because she haven't had a physical release ever since she changed companies, which is fine. I still listen to her music, of course. I still love her. So these are all just photo cards that I decided to keep. So yeah, just a tiny little collect book with my favorite cards. And in the back I have some other big cards that don't really fit in my smaller binder pages. So I have this page 2 jihyo, and then I have my 2 Monster X cards that I kept. And that's it for this little collect book. And then I have this, I think it's an A7 binder, like a 2-pocket page binder. And in here I just have random cards from groups I used to collect that I dropped, or some random cards of groups that I just really liked. For example, these aespa cards. And can you see all of them? Yeah. So if you have a question to a specific card, feel free to comment and I will try my best to answer everything. I just don't want to name all of these groups and from where these cards are, so I don't want this video to be too long. My 2 newest additions are these 2 XG cards. I put them away on my own because I received them from my friend recently, and it was just these 2 cards and a few more natty cards. So I wanted this video on my collection to be as complete as possible when filming this, so that's why I just put these away on my own. So yeah, that's that, and that's actually everything in this collect book. I think the last time you saw this I had more, but I recently downsized mostly in this collect book. I took out all of the cards I didn't really feel the need to have anymore, so yeah, which is fine. I just want to condense my collection, you know. Okay, next I think we can move on to more drop collections, or just like I don't even know how to call this binder anymore, to be honest, because these are mostly drop collections, and but I kept more cards than I would usually keep from a drop collection, just because these people in here still hold a very special place in my heart. So first of all is Sanu from The Boys, and I did downsize this quite a bit still. Like, I'm taking out cards from time to time on my own, and these are the cards I decided to keep for now. This might change, like I might be able to take out some more cards in the future, but for now I will never get rid of this spread. Like, no, you will never see me dropping these. And then I have my Jungkook photo cards. Yeah, I think last year I had a little bit of, I think when his solo dropped, I was like, okay, maybe I want to collect him again, just because I loved his solo so much. But then I was just like, no, I can't go through that again. If you have been on my channel for quite a while, you know I used to collect Jungkook in full, like really in full. Album cards, merch, pops, and stuff like that. I had a really big collection, but this is all that I have, and I'm totally fine with that. Then I have my few TXT Taehyung cards that I decided to keep, and a few Zero Base 1 giio cards. I still love these groups, don't get me wrong, but I just don't find the motivation to collect them very seriously. I always think if they have a comeback, if I find a cute card, I will get it, most likely. But for now, they are just chilling in here. So I just decided to keep 8 cards for now and call it a day. So yeah. For these groups, I don't really have a goal. I'm content with what I have for them right now, and yeah. And I think I can also mention this in this video. My collections are, album-wise, all caught up. Like, I bought all of the cards I wanted for most recent comebacks. I, of course, don't have them yet, but I bought them all on Mercari Japan. I don't think I have set up for anything except Twice's strategy, but anything else I haven't set up for, just because I didn't really know what to collect. So yeah, that's that. But I am caught up with all of my collections, and I don't think that has ever happened ever since I started collecting. I think that's my first time having all of my collections up to date, which is crazy, to be honest. Like, not really as crazy, because my collections aren't really as big as some other collections, but for me personally it is kind of like, you know, I am really excited about that fact. So okay, I guess I will just grab binders randomly. We will go through all of my A5 binders first, and then technically I could say how many binders I have. Wait, I have to check for that real quick, because it always changes. So I do have these 2 collect books, right? And then I have 6 A5 binders, and then 2 A4 binders. I do have 2 more A4 binders for like big inclusions, but I don't really feel the need to show them, because then there's never changing anything in those, just because I grew out of that phase of collecting big inclusions. So even if I get albums, and I just keep my pulls, I don't even try to find my bias anymore. So, you know, there hasn't really changed a lot, except maybe Daniel's section, but I don't know. Let me know if you would like to see my big inclusions binders in the comments, but I don't think there's like much interest in that. So I would like to have binder covers for all of these collections. I just don't have any spare albums. That's the problem. But one day all of these collections will have binder covers. Some of them have, but these most recent collections don't really have any covers, so please bear with me, okay? So we have my casual collections binder. In here we have taemin, aespa, and the actor kang. If that's, yes, okay. I always shuffle my collections around, so I never really know where my collections are, but yeah. First off, we have taemin, and for him I just collect photo cards that I like, or if I decide to buy an album, I will keep my polls most likely. And yeah, I think taemin and aespa are like the most recent additions to my collection. Just casual, no stress or anything. I would just check the Mercari Japan tags from time to time, and if I find cute cards for decent prices, I will get them. And yeah, so we have taemin, a cute little collection. I would like to get more cards of him this year. Yeah, just because I really love him. I really like his music. I got to know, or I really got into him, well, I don't even remember, maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. Of course, I already knew him before, but I think it was Sexy in the Air that really got me into taemin's solo music. So yeah, that's why I decided to pick up some of his cards, and look at him. Look at him. Do I have to say more? Okay, and then we have aespa, and as you can see, I do collect Giselle very casually. Same with taemin. If I see cute cards of her on Mercari Japan from time to time, I will get them. And as you can see, we do have some great progress. Do I have a card for here? I don't think so, but I might have to check because this free spot is kind of bothering me, but it's okay. And honestly, the thing that made me want to collect Giselle was Whiplash. Like, do you see Pink Zell? Excuse me. Like, I always wanted to collect aespa. I have been a fan of them since their debut, but I don't really know what always held me back from collecting them. I don't know. But this year, when Whiplash came out, I was like, okay, what if I just get really cute cards for her that I can find? Oh, I think maybe one of the reasons I never really got into collecting them was because I really couldn't decide on an actual bias. Like, at this point, I think I biased everyone at one point. So, but yeah, when was it? I think when Armageddon came out, I was like 100% sure it was Giselle. Like, my actual bias is Giselle. And then Whiplash came out and I was like, yeah, okay, I have to. I really want to. And yeah, my aespa collection is going strong. I don't have any intentions on dropping them anytime soon, because I think I can proudly say aespa is one of my favorite girl groups. So I think it just makes sense to get some of their cards, right? Okay, and then we have my kang collection. If you don't know him, he's a Korean actor. And I just get random merch that I can find for a decent price. And I'm kind of shocked by myself of how much stuff I already have of him. Since, you know, you would think there's not really much in circulation of him, but as you can see, I do have quite a lot. Here is the season's greetings from 2023, I think, yes. And for the time being, because I am missing one card of this season's greetings, but I don't think I will ever get it because it's like the cutest card, obviously, and it's super overpriced. So for the time being, I just combined the last year's season's greetings IDs with this one card, just to save up a little bit of space. And this is the photo card set of last year's season's greetings, which I personally got, like the whole package. And yeah, that's it. I didn't buy this year's season's greetings. I didn't buy any ones. It might have been a mistake, but I would like to think I will be able to find his season's greetings this year. I kind of regret not getting Daniel's again, because his season's greetings stuff I never see afterwards, like the photo cards or anything. I might have to check if his season's greetings is still available to buy. Just because ever since standing Daniel, I always bought his season's greetings, so it feels kind of wrong not to get his, you know what I mean? So yeah, but that's it for this binder. I really love these collections in here. Like, they don't bring me any stress or frustration. And I guess for these collections, my goals are just to keep going as I am now. Like, just getting cute cards that I really like. Don't overspend for certain cards, even if they are really cute and adorable. And yeah, just keep it casual, chill, you know. And yeah, that's it for this binder. I will grab the next one. Oh my gosh. Okay, got it. I think this is, yeah, okay. I do have two twice binders. This is my OT9 twice binder. I used to collect OT9 sets pretty thoroughly, I would say, like per era. I don't know. Most of the time it was 1 or 2, depending on the layout. But ever since I downsized my Jihyo collection to an A5 binder and only collect selective cards, I didn't really feel the need to collect as many OT9 sets anymore. I downsized and just kept my favorites. And ever since I did that, I didn't really pick up any new ones. So yeah, we have The Story Begins. And Jihyo is of course in her own binder. So we have the 8 remaining members. We have What Is Love. And I mostly kept my OT9 sets from eras that are also my favorite twice eras in general. So What Is Love, obviously. And Feel Special will always have a special place in my heart, because this was the era I started standing twice, or not really standing, I think, but I got to know them with Feel Special. I think standing was during Eyes Wide Open, I would say. So we have this Feel Special set. We have the Eyes Wide Open set, of course. Then we have the Between 1 and 2 sets with the plushies, of course. And yeah, that's actually it. I was contemplating on collecting the Bearhead sets from With Youth, but I decided not to. Maybe in the future, or if I really like a new OT9 set, but for now I'm content with what I have. And back here I do have twice solos. Before anyone comes at me, I only collect specific cards from members in my bias line. So we have Nayeon, and since she's in my bias line, I decided to get 4 cards for her, like her debut. I think I put these in chronological order. So obviously we have Jihyo solo, and then I have Nayeon's comeback here. I don't have Chui's because she's not in my bias line, okay? And I don't really feel the need to collect every single twice solo, you know. I obviously support it, and I really like Chewy's comeback as well, or Chewy's solo debut, but I don't feel the need to collect it, okay? So yeah, that's that. And I think we will just move on to Jihyo's binder next. And it is this one. And if you're wondering, I do have like a little aesthetic going on with my A5 binders. They are all in black and white, if you have noticed that. I just really like the look of it, okay? So we have my Jihyo binder, and as I said, I used to collect Jihyo fully, or I tried to at least, but then I decided to downsize her a little bit and just collect for the most recent eras, mostly 4 cards per era. And for the earlier eras, just as you can see, 102, I'm sorry. So yeah. And as I said before, I finally finished Jihyo. I have all of the missing cards incoming, including their most recent comeback strategy. So yeah, this collection will be finished very soon once I get my Mercari Japan package. And it will look so cute. I'm so excited for that, honestly. I love my Jihyo collection, how it is. It's just like really cute and compact. And I get to collect my favorite cards of her. So yeah, I think I'm winning. So yeah. And here I set up for 4 strategy cards, and here I have my extra Jihyo cards that don't really go into my layout, but are still cute cards, so obviously I wanted to keep them. So yeah, we just have these few. And yeah, that's it for my Jihyo collection. My goal is, obviously, I think I finished one of my goals actually. Like, my goal was to actually finish her this year, and I did that, so that's great. So I guess my goal is just to keep up with all of their comebacks. They don't usually have a lot of comebacks per year, so I think that's definitely doable. So yeah, we love to see that. Okay, next let's do my itzy binder. And I collect, as you can see, ryujin. And for her, it's basically the same as for Jihyo. I do collect select album cards. Yeah, and her collection is complete for what I wanted to collect, at least. So I don't think it has changed much ever since I showed you this last time, except maybe the gold cards. I would like, honestly, I did say the last time I stored these two, I was like, okay, I am done with gold because it wasn't my favorite era photo card wise, like especially the album photo cards. I wasn't really a big fan of them, so I got these two for now, Digipack and a pop. But honestly, I would really like to get 2 more cards to fill the space, so I can start a new era on a separate page. So I don't know how that will go, but for now I only have these 2 cards for gold. And yeah, and here we have extra cards that didn't really fit in the layout, but I wanted to keep anyway. I think I downsized here as well recently. I took out mostly the concept cards and yeah, just kept these. Man, I'm flying through this. I thought this would take a long time. Oh yeah, I think my goals for ryujin are the same as for Jihyo. Just keep up with their comebacks. Since I'm up to date, I don't think it's a problem. And yeah, Okay, next we have my seraphim collection. I really want a cover for this. I used to have a cover for Kazuha. It's made by my friend. I still have it, but it doesn't really fit in this binder since it's like smaller than the regular A5 binders. So I collect obviously Kazuha. She is also complete and up to date. For her I collect album photo cards and yeah, some pops and non-album that I really like. So we have that. And I really like this binder actually. I used to be like, I don't know if I like this or not, but yeah, I really like it now, to be honest. I don't know why, but I think her collection really suits this binder. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's okay. And for crazy, I went a bit out of control, I would think. And I did this like outfit pages with like album cards and pops mixed in between. Honestly, recently I don't really know if I like this anymore or not. I always take all the cards out and see if I can make it work without all of these pops in between, but I haven't really figured out a way to do it yet that looks good in my opinion. So yeah, for now it stays like that, but honestly I will not do this again because I don't know if you know this, but I'm not the biggest fan of collecting a lot of cards in the same outfits or concepts or whatever you call it. And I know it looks cute and at the beginning I really liked it, but now I'm like, I could have gotten cuter pops in different outfits, you know? So yeah, for now it stays like this. Maybe the next time you will see this binder it will be downsized, but I'm not really sure. Maybe once I find a good way to lay them out, then yeah. And here we have my pops for Kazuha that aren't crazy, so with the earlier eras. And I started collecting a lot of pops, I would say, during Easy era, just because look at all of these cute pops. Oh my gosh, they are so precious. Oh, this one or this one or this one. Like, look at her. Isn't she so cute? And then we have 4 more pops for Crazy era. You see, I like these pops a lot more just because we have a little bit of variety in outfits and poses, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then we have Japanese photo cards. I used to collect 4 cards per era. I downsized these on my own just to 2 per era. I do have 2 crazy photo cards on the way. And then we have my non-album section. I just get whatever is cute. I would like to get the newest Season's Greetings set. I did buy it, but it sadly got cancelled on me, so that's very unfortunate. But yeah, that's just my little Kazuha non-album section. Some extra cards, and yeah, that's it. Since she's also complete, my goal is obviously keeping up with their upcoming comebacks and maybe get a little bit less pops, maybe, I don't know. Kazuha is really cheap on Mercari Japan, so that's why I mostly got all of these pops, because they were obviously really adorable and then just cheap as well. So, but I think I'm in my collecting phase now that I would really like to have like condensed collections rather than having big collections, you know what I mean? Just get the things I really like. Like I don't consider myself a completionist anymore. I think I used to be at the beginning of my collection or collecting journey. but with all of these pops and stuff companies put out nowadays, I don't really have the energy or the financial funds to do so, to be a completionist, you know. So yeah, and then we go into my last A5 binder, which is my Kiss of Life binder. And as you can see, I'm collecting Natty, and since she's one of my olds, I also collect all of her album photo cards, or most of her album photo cards, and then select pops and non-album, just like I do with Kazuha, with my other old girlie. So yeah, and her collection is also up to date thanks to my friend who helped me with the Lose Yourself jewel cases that I recently got in. So that's why this is also complete. I just put in these by myself. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I also love my Natty collection. Like, I don't know if it makes sense, but I just love looking at it, you know. So this is the start of my pop section for her. I would like to collect more of her pops, but if you know Kiss of Life, their pops are, or they tend to be on the more expensive side. So yeah, that's really unfortunate, because if I could, I would probably collect most of her. But yeah, because most of their cards are really cute in general. Like, look at this. I also got these two in. And if you think, why does she have these photo cards? Look at her little makeup on her cheek. It's the German flag. I can't remember. I think they were like at a festival in Germany. And if you don't know, I am from Germany. So these two cards hold a special place in my heart. Like, they are so precious to me. You have no idea. So when I saw that they made photo cards like this, I knew I had to have them. And they are also really cheap. I think they are like Tower Records or something like that. And yeah, obviously I had to get them. So, and then I have my tiny little Natty non-album section. Since they are like a relatively new group, I would think, I don't really have as much, but I have a tiny bit. I do have this year's Season's Greeting set on the way, which I'm very excited about. And in the back here, I just have random cards of the other members. And I recently got or secured a Hanul photo card as well. So I have OT4 in some way. So yeah, that's that. I was like, maybe my goals are the same as for Kazuha, but honestly, I would like to expand my Natty pop section at least. As I said, Kiss of Life pops are expensive, but I would really like to expand her collection. Like, she's my #1 girlie. Like, I love her so much. But let's see if I can actually do that. Okay. We have my A4 binders left. I think I have to zoom out a little bit. Okay, so my A4 binders are also my biggest collections, I would think. So we have my Kang Daniel collection, obviously. And I think the biggest goal I already accomplished. I finished his album collection after, like, I don't know, 2 years or something that I was missing this one stupid card. I finished him last year. Like, oh my gosh. So yeah, for him I do collect most of his album photo cards, select platform photo cards, and select pops and non-album. Yeah, so I do have him in this kind of spread, And I don't know why, but I really love the spread layout for him, or like for both of my A4 collections. I think they work really well with them. So yeah, let's just flip through. I hope you can see everything. I know. Okay. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. No. Yes. Ooh. Okay, I think that's the best I can do without ruining the quality. So I hope this is fine. So yeah. I think my goals for him, obviously, I think this goal applies to all of my collections, is to just keep up with my collections from now on, since I don't have to back collect anything anymore, which is honestly a relief, to be honest, because sometimes it can be stressful, especially back collecting, I think, like more of the earlier stuff from anyone, basically. I always find it sometimes to be tricky, but you know, I always tell myself, someday you will get there. And I did, even with Daniel. And honestly, his collection was like the only one I was like, okay, maybe I should just give up on this card. This, right here, this. This was the stupid card I was missing for like, I don't know, 2 years or something. But let's take a minute and appreciate that his collection is done. And honestly, I am proud of myself that I was able to do that. Because first of all, I don't see a lot of collectors of him. And I think soloists in general are really difficult to collect, especially if they have so many cards. He's just like any other soloist. They have tons of cards, and obviously if you buy the albums, you just keep your pulls, except if they are like dupes or something you pull, then. But trading overall for soloists is really hard, like, not gonna lie. But we did it. I know that, is it just like me, or is the top corner kind of like a little blurry? I hope that's just me. I'm very sorry about that. But yeah, that's his album collection. And in the back we just have a little bit of non-album. I wasn't really focusing on his non-album stuff the past few months. I think the recent thing I have is last year's Season's Greetings. Again, I think I might have made a mistake with not buying this year's Season's Greetings. I might have to bite the bullet and buy it again, because I don't think I will find the photo cards afterwards in resale. So I think these are, yes, these are last year's Season's Greetings. And then here in the back we have his 101 stuff that I also collected, like the album stuff. I think a little bit of non-album, but I haven't really bought anything else. And yeah, that's my Daniel collection. So happy that this is done. And I'm ready for a new comeback now, Daniel. Okay, and my last collection is, oh, the spine is heavy. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is my Stray Kids collection, and I am collecting, if you don't know, maybe you don't know, I am collecting Felix. He's my #1 old of olds. I love Stray Kids so much. They are my #1 boy group, like my ultimate boy group, I would say. And for him, I'm collecting most of his album cards. For the newer eras, I recently decided I just want to get like cards that I really like. And for Hop especially, I have to say I wasn't the biggest fan of the cards, of the album cards, just because, I don't know, they kind of look similar, except like, especially I noticed that for Felix. I don't know about the other members, but they are like kind of similar, and they are always kind of like with a dark background, and I wasn't really a big fan of that, so I only got some of them, not all of them. But I do like the pops for this era. I have one on the way, but I discovered they are kind of expensive still, so I'm hoping when time goes on, and maybe they will have a comeback, the Hop photo cards or the Hop pops will go down in price, hopefully. It would be a shame if not. So, but for the earlier eras, I did collect all of the photo cards, album photo cards. Some pops in here. As if you have noticed, I usually separate my album cards from pops, but I don't know. As I said, this double spread somehow works with the pops mixed in between. I don't know. But yeah, I recently tried out to put Kazuha and Natty together in an A4 binder, since their collections are the ones that still grow. But I don't know why, I didn't really like it. I can't explain why. But yeah, I didn't set up for Hop just because, as I said, I didn't really knew what to collect. But I do have the album cards incoming. I have one pop for now incoming. Maybe I will get more. But yeah, you will see that in my next storing video, I guess. So yeah, and then we have my non-album section. I think I have the most non-album stuff for him. I recently downsized a little bit. I mostly took out like concept photos that I didn't really feel the need to have anymore, if that makes sense. So it's mostly now cute selfies and stuff. So we have some Japanese stuff. I do have 2 more incoming for this. And then we have Pacific and other collaborations. And then we just have random merch stuff here. And these Polaroids. I decided to keep them because I really like them. These are all replica photo cards from his broadcasts.